You
Oh, no
are
worries.
very ready.
I have it prepared. Okay, I'm gonna start. Okay,
Thank
hi
you.
everyone. I've always wanted to share my stuttering experience with people, but I never knew where to start. And then that Boston Globe article was shared in this group a few weeks ago, and it inspired me to share my experience in a similar way, which is through bits and pieces of my life as a stutterer. To make it more engaging, I made it into a quick and dirty rap, and I would like to share that rap with you. It does feel a bit like cheating because I, like many stutterers, tend to be much more fluent when singing compared to when speaking. And rapping is much more like singing than it is to speaking. That being said, writing and practicing this rap has been a very therapeutic experience for me, and I hope that you gain something from it too. Before I start, I would like to front load my thanks to Chris, Jack, Seymour, and Diane for ideas that are directly incorporated into this rap. And I also want to thank everyone here for just being very inspiring, supportive, and positive. And I'm sure that I received a lot of ideas that are in that rap, but I just forgot exactly where they came from. Also, special thanks to Scott for helping me practice last week. Okay, I'm gonna start the music. And I'm gonna paste the link to the lyrics in the chat so you can follow along. I don't recommend reading ahead because it might spoil the experience, but you do what you need to do. Ideally, I would have subtitles. You can hear the music. Thank you. When I was 9 or 10, I noticed something strange happening. I choked when I spoke, but I thought I was imagining. I paid it no heed. I gave it no attention. I didn't want to read into a potential misapprehension. Then one day, my daddy and I visited my nanny. She told my father that I had a stammer. Quite frankly, it solidified the fact that other people could see this strange thing that I thought might be wrong with me. In school, we read aloud in the order we proceeded. I came up with a plan because I didn't want to be defeated. To start me off, my friend who sat beside whispered the first word. He said it louder and louder until the whole class heard. After what felt like an eternity, my voice eventually decided to come back to me, setting me free from the clutches of uncertainty. But I can never say how the next reading would be. My biggest struggle was speaking on the phone. Hearing my ringtone would give me chills straight to the bone. I would freeze up, looking like I was made of stone, staring at my phone until the ringing was gone. I'm socializing and I think of a funny anecdote. I get that dreaded feeling in my chest and in my throat. It's been some time since I last spoke. I hope I don't choke telling the punchline of my joke. That was the first act, so this is the intermission. The second part is about much more recent events that happened this year after I joined this group. The guy before wipes down the equipment at the gym. I want to thank him, but I know that my chance is slim. I wish I could say things at will or on a whim. He's done wiping. Say it now, it's sink or swim. Nothing comes out and he walks away. I close my eyes and hang my head down in dismay. I could not meet the low bar of simple decency. Despair and frustration start to creep into me. I have to remind myself that this is all in my head. He is not upset about what I could have said. These thoughts about my stutter are the things I need to shed. Get rid of this dead weight so heavy it feels like lead. I wish for speech so smooth like butter or cream. That was my holy grail, that was my stutterer's dream. But now I know better. My stutter is just a part of me. As long as I can communicate effectively, I'm free. I'm slowly learning how to accept myself, leaving my fears and insecurities on my shelf, practicing phone calls and removing my doubts, learning more about myself and what my stutter is about. When I face a block, I don't have to fight it. Cat got my tongue, but I don't have to bite it. I will just say what I want to say. Remember that other people want me to anyway. I'm releasing myself from this pain in my brain, loosening these chains that bind me to shame, allowing myself to stutter when I say my own name. Stuttering or not should both feel the same. And that's it. Thanks.